Hello all. My name is Nathaniel Newman here. I'm going to do a review of my latest acquisition. It's a Yamaha stereo receiver model RX-460 natural sound receiver. I'm not for sure of the year exactly. I'm going to think it's around the early 90s. It's just a standard 2-channel receiver. I've got it running on a wire antenna system, single wire. My antenna wire and my AM antenna, and then the connections there for my speakers. I've got my AM antenna mounted up here on my wall. Now, one problem I have with this unit, and I'm hoping I can put this on Retro Chad's page or 45 player, I believe, page. They would know, or even Cassette Master would know. This unit unfortunately was exposed to some unnatural elements. This was in an area where a lot of mice or rats or whatever had gotten on the top of it and done their business, and it obviously got into the circuit board. It actually didn't affect it too much, but there's an issue that when it's got a low volume level on the unit, like it is now, that sound will come out of the left channel very reduced. I'll demonstrate here. If this is recording in stereo, you can tell that that's my right channel. It's got audio. But if I fade over to the left, next to nothing. Now if I turn it up, turn the volume up just a little bit, it comes in. I'm not for sure if it's a problem with the volume pinchometer, that maybe there's a short and somehow it comes in, or if it's a problem with it's got two capacitors that control the output for both the left and the right channel, and I'm not sure if it could have gotten damaged. I didn't see any hitting or corrosion on the board from this. It's kind of hard to see on there, but those are the two capacitors. I mean, it works great. It has great FM and AM reception, a lot better than a lot of the modern stuff, which is crap in my opinion. But I'd like to get that fixed. It's got inputs for phono, and it's got a true ground for phono. It's got an auxiliary input. It's got tape inputs for dual deck. CD player input, which of course could be used as another auxiliary. You really can't use the phone as auxiliary because it's set up differently. But it's got presets, 8 presets on each bank, and then it's got 5 banks that you can preset to. There were several models of this listed. I looked them up online, but different versions that looked very similar. Some older models that had rotary knobs to control the inputs and such. But I've done testing on this to see what exactly the problem lies. If I have it, as far as my volume issue here, if I have it like at 34 decibels, negative decibels, then it'll work fine. As you see there, it works okay. And the reason for that is that the voltage is higher all of a sudden. So my guess is that that's what causes the problem. I'm not particularly an expert at this, but I don't think it's a voltage issue, at least with the volume control potentiometer. But like I said, I'm hoping Retro Chat or someone will post this on their page as a video reply, or as a message, can tell me exactly why it's doing this. I've also got a cassette deck down here. It's an RCA model, SCT-520. It's a little problem down here. I don't know what exactly happened with the record button. I've got to get in there and possibly replace the pause button. I don't use the pause button, and put it in place of the record button. It's got line level, output, and high speed, as well as Dolby noise reduction. The cassette deck is in great condition. It's Circa 2000, I believe. But I wanted to wire it into this for recording. This also has speaker outputs for front and rear speakers, or different zones. And I also tested to see if I could wire my speakers to the second output for the left channel. And it's outputting like that on both channels, for both. And I would say it's because it's daisy chained together for the front and rear. But it has great AM reception, FM reception, and I'll show that here in just a moment. But this has been my review of the Yamaha RX-460.